Whoa, is this thing on? Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. Today we're going to be talking about the camera on the MacBook Neo and the battery life. So let's get into it. This is in fact the camera on the MacBook Neo. I just have the camera going through a photo booth and I hit portrait and studio lighting. And that's pretty much it, folks. No external microphone or anything, but we're going to talk about it in this video. So hope you guys enjoy this one. All right, guys, so anyway, here is the MacBook Neo's camera. I'm going to shoot this entire video with the MacBook Neo, and I'm going to edit it on the MacBook Neo, which really isn't going to take much because this is just a conversation-style video. Maybe a little bit of B-roll, who knows? I don't know, but I want to tell you about the battery life first, and then we'll get into these cameras and how I feel about how they look and produce content for you. So, battery life. Here's the thing. This laptop has good battery life, and I guess it's to be expected because it's not a very powerful laptop per se. It's not pushing. I'm not doing any major editing on it. I'm not doing any photo editing, but I do use iMovie and I do the 4K editing for the video on this laptop. So that is something that you should take note of. I think you can do, some people have tried 8K, I believe. I've just done 4K 60 at the top, and it handles it perfectly fine. When we're talking about that versus a battery, I don't see any kind of heavy hit on the battery. Just based on the way I'm using this product. Let me let that go. Based on the way I'm using this laptop, and I gotta say the battery life on it is better than I thought it was going to be. I thought that it would struggle a little bit with battery life, but it in fact does not. This battery life can last me. Let's see, if I talk about just a charge on it, it can last me probably all week. And how that's so, it probably could last longer than that, but I think I've had it for 5 days now, and I've only charged it once. Yeah, so about 3.5 days or so, then I put it on the charger, depending on what I'm doing. Now, the ways that I actually did drain the battery was actually doing video editing. And putting together things on iMovie, simple things like that on iMovie. And, you know, it doesn't fail in that area at all. I think this laptop being able to go 3.5 days for me is actually pretty good. And I think that most people will probably be able to get a lot more than that, depending on how they're doing it, because how they're using, they might not be doing any video editing. They might not be doing any photo editing. They might just be web browsing with it. And if you're doing another way that you can kill this battery, not fast, but, you know, probably faster than it would normally die, is if you do a lot of streaming, meaning like watching movies on it or YouTube or, you know, whatever you watch, Tubi, I don't know. But whatever you watch, that's another way that you could possibly, you know, hit the battery kind of hard too. So I say that to say this is a great laptop on battery. Some laptops have to be plugged in all the time. Some laptops have to be plugged in every 2 days, some every 24 hours, depending on what you're doing with it. But I think the way Apple has put together Mac OS with this processor, which is the iPhone 16 Pro smartphone processor, I believe, they've done a spectacular job because they're optimizing it for Mac OS and a full-blown computer. And that's what this is. So if you were concerned about battery, I'm not telling you you're going to get perfect battery. I'm telling you that a person like myself who predominantly, and I told you what I got this laptop for. This is going to be a laptop that I travel with, and it's going to go like throughout the house with me because my MacBook Pro and 5 is in this office. And yeah, I'll take it out if I want to leave, you know, and edit somewhere else in the house. But I'm not using this as a primary editing machine. But what I try to do is every time I shoot a video on it, edit it on that machine, edit it on this machine. That way I can get some sense of, hey, am I pushing it too hard? Is this going to hurt the battery? Is it going to struggle during this time? I don't know. But for right now, it's still new. So everything is real fresh. But I can tell you that 8 gigs of RAM definitely will take a hit. But the MacBook Neo doesn't slow down at all, from what I can tell. Meaning to take a hit, man, it's going to start using up a lot of that RAM, the unified RAM. So the 256 is not a problem because I have 2 terabyte external little mini drives I plug in and edit with if I need to. But nonetheless, battery life, the killers for me probably would be the video editing and a lot of streaming. That might be taxing the battery a little bit, but even still, even so, I think you'll still be able to make it at least 2.5 to 3 days. I really do believe that you could possibly make it. So let's talk about these cameras. Now, again, I'm just using the onboard camera, and we're talking about these mics too, because you can tell me what you think, but typically I would have my DJI plugged in, but I didn't want to do that because I said, you know, I'm gonna shoot this video and just keep it all about this particular product. So I think that the cameras on here, let's be clear here, they far exceeded my expectations. They really did. What I'll do is I'll get a snippet of my MacBook, my M5 Pro, and put that on here if I can remember to do so before closing this out. But now here is the MacBook Pro M5. And this one has way more options when it comes to the camera. Obviously it has center stage, so if I move, it'll move around. There you go. But this is the quality. The microphones might sound different, but overall, this is a quick snippet from the M5 Pro, and here is my Neo. So tell me what you think about the quality. Now let's get back to the video. Yeah, these cameras far exceeded my expectations. This is a phenomenal camera. And let me turn off the portrait and studio. Studio's off, as you can see there. This is what studio on. You see what it kind of does to the video. I like it like this, but this is brighter. And then portrait off completely clears up the entire background. But you guys know I love portrait video, and I just think that's just the way to go when you're shooting vlogs or just shooting things in general with you or subjects. You can keep these people in focus or keep the subject in focus, and I really like it a lot. So for me, this is a no-brainer. This is another reason why the MacBook Neo is totally worth it, and I think it's gonna still be a better purchase over an iPad. And I truly believe that Apple wants everyone to buy this product because they're almost undercutting themselves when it comes to an iPad. Now, some people are going to say, well, there's no touchscreen, yada, yada, yada. But I have a 13-inch M4 MacBook Air, 13-inch M4 iPad. I think it's a M3 or M4, one of those. But it has the keyboard, the official Apple keyboard, and it is much heavier than this, and it costs more. That's the thing. This is why I say Apple wants people to buy this product. This is a phenomenal laptop, not just for data entry, not just for entry level. This is just a good freaking laptop. It really is. And if I didn't have this 6K monitor and need the more ports and everything for my office setup, I would totally use this. But it is lacking in some areas, and we'll talk about that later in another video when I actually do a review on it. But I gotta say, check the box for battery. Absolutely phenomenal for me. And these cameras, well, take a look at them. Now, as far as recording without an external microphone, what do you think about this footage without an external microphone? I'm not going to plug one in either because I want to keep it all about this product right here and let you see. Some people might not be able to afford or have the money at the time to get an external microphone like a DJI, and I definitely recommend DJI over a lot of other mics. But I got to say, I'm still totally impressed. I am impressed, and I highly recommend if you're a person who's considering buying a 13-inch iPad, you're going to have to get that keyboard. You can get any keyboard you want, but you're going to have to find a way to prop it up and get your iPad propped up and, kind of get it in view for you're going to have to find a way. And then to me, that's where this product comes in. I really believe it does. So far, I'm really liking it. I hope you guys enjoy the footage. And I got to say, you'll be impressed. You'll be impressed if you get this laptop. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.